in swing, so let's get to it.
Yeah. Oh, I went no. All right. So once again, we're going to do everything this week in triple steps. If you guys want to see how to do triple steps,
Check out last week's review video.
yes, and practice them at home. They're fantastically important. Anyway, first thing we did is called the sprinklers, and we did that with triple steps. We'll just show it out. It looks like on guard, triple step, 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 rock step.
And so we began this in a way that should be a bit familiar from last week with our on guard. So we start in cross hands,
On guard, right?
and he gets this rotational rock step going.
Yeah, so notice how I start and how I end up. We're parallel, right? On guard, I've rotated myself 90 degrees and my partner maybe 70-ish degrees, I don't know. And that winds our partner up and just provides us a little bit of a spring to undo and get some energy back. So then the first bit goes, so on guard, and then triple step. And I just turn in toward my follow and place my arm above her shoulder.
And by him naturally moving himself in his body, that in his frame, that automatically moves mine as well since we're connected.
And then we go triple step, triple step, triple step, triple step. So you notice I turn this way, I reverse my turn. And then I keep my arms just, this arm really isn't moving relative to my body, my right arm. So that's what's turning my partner.
We've also cut out our rock steps. So really just doing triples while we're in this.
Yep. Triple, triple, rock step. And you notice another thing Yvonne is not doing is allowing her arm to go behind her. So follows is very important for your own protection. Do not allow your arm to go into uncomfortable positions.
So if I let myself go here, then my arm is ended up twisted. And not only is that going to break our connection and the movement we have, I also could let myself get injured here.
Yeah, because there's several directions. Like if I tried to lead her to go that way with her arm kind of twisted like this, it's gonna hurt.
So what ends up happening is once my wave tensions are building up about here, that's when I let myself turn. So I don't let myself go beyond that.
Yeah. All right.
And also, so in terms of getting out of it,
Yes. So we did 4, and after the 4th triple step, we just let go, and we first beat our follow, and we got back out. So we'll just show this. We go on guard. Triple 1, triple 2, triple 3, triple 4, 3 feet away, triple step, rock step. And you can actually catch in either hand, but it just seems easier to catch.
and we chose 4 just for our class, but you can do 2, 4, 6, you can do any of these. And basically, anytime that you are facing your follow,
Triple. So anytime you're here, you're facing away from your follow.
facing away from follow, and then
You just lead a free spin, triple step, rock step, and you're out.
you can let go.
All right. The next thing we did was a bit more complicated, but very fun. It looks
Yes.
very cool.
So we did our tuck turn. Also, we started in cross hands.
Yeah. So it looks like this. On guard, triple step, rock step. Show it again. Triple step, on guard, triple step, rock step. And that's not fancy for me, but you know, it's fantastic.
Well, thank you very much. You look great too.
That's, nothing. But anyway.
So basically on this one, okay, well, I'll let you get started.
Yeah, so the on guard is familiar. We always need to wind up our partner, but the difference is this is a tuck turn. And so what happens is we wind her up one way, and then we wind her up another way. So here you can think about it, we have a coiled spring, I release it, then we coil another spring. And this just kind of builds up energy that we then release. So a very important thing, and we'll show this from another angle, is where I place my hand on that freeze. So I think this will actually work well. So we go on guard, freeze.
And you can see that it's just to the side of my face. Tom is not putting his arm over me, under, way over here. If he does,
Or even here.
or even here, if he does any of those things, that determines where I stop and determines what I can do next. So if he lets his arm go all the way out here, I will step. I'm no longer available to turn.
Yeah, you just ruined the tuck turn. So if it's going wrong for you leads, the chances are you're probably placing your hand in the wrong position. So we go on guard, triple step, rock step. And all the energy that we build up for Yvonne for the turn, it happens right when we have that hand-to-hand connection. And my hand is just there to guide her, not to drag her around.
Exactly.
On guard and triple step, rock step.
And so that means he's not actually whipping me around at all. There's not force being used when he's actually turning me because he doesn't need to. We've already built all its momentum into one direction, and now he's just redirecting it the other way.
Yeah, so once again, I'll call it out with the spring. So we go spring 1, spring 2, triple step, rock step. So that's kind of the way to think about it.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun, and then we also did our double turn.
Double turn. Yeah, so once again, we mentioned that we could do any turn that we did with regular footwork, rock, step, step, step. We can also do it with triple steps. Triple, triple, rock, step. And we play around with that just for a minute. And the idea was, just as in the sprinklers, we can do any odd number of triple steps in between rock steps. The same is true for turns. And so in this case, we're going to do 4. So we'll end up leading a double turn. So just check this out. We go rock, step, triple 1, triple 2, triple 3, triple 4, rock, step. And for leads, I know that some leads are having a bit of trouble. The idea is rock, step. So I start turning in this direction, and I just keep turning the same way, and we pick up my partner.
And normally, quote unquote, normally what would happen is we would get ready to rock step after
Rock,
that
step,
second
triple step,
triple step.
So,
But we're actually not going to rock step back on this because that's not what Tom is leading. He's not going to slow down. He's literally going to walk through this motion, let go, and let's continue around.
yeah. So, and I'll show you the difference. So, if I was just leading one turn, I would go each after the triple, triple 1, triple 2. And I've stopped us rotating so that we're parallel. But if I want to lead this double turn, I'm actually going to leave us about out here. So we'll do that again. Rock, step, triple 1, triple 2. So you notice we're not facing each other. I have kept it rotating.
We're already facing out towards here. He hasn't slowed me down at all.
Yep, and I just let go. Triple step, rock step. And you notice Yvonne got away from me, and I as the lead, it's my responsibility to go catch her. Because otherwise she's just spinning off.
I will say though that it is important, even though we're tripling, not to triple off into the back and beyond. Because even though you have all this energy, it doesn't have to be big and striding to be a fun movement.
Yeah, move in proportion to how far your lead sends you.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, you're not running away from your lead. You're just following this direction. At least that's the goal.
All right. I think that's what we do.
I think so. So that was week 5, and we'll see you next